Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. In this video, we'll explain how to create and manage dynamic rates in CloudPM's rate module. One of the most common types of rates is one that's based off another rate. Typically, these are discounted rates, for example, an Auto Club or Senior rate at 10% off rack. We call these dynamic rates. Because they're based on plan rates that you've already created, dynamic rates are relatively simple to build. Let's create a new dynamic rate. Like all rate types, we create a new dynamic rate from the GM Functions module. Under the Rooms and Rates menu, select Rate Code Maintenance and click New from the toolbar. I'll select the radio button for Dynamic Rate. Then, from the drop-down list, pick the rate code that my new rate is based on. Notice that CloudPM lets you use any existing rate plan as the basis for a dynamic rate. This looks familiar. The first step in creating any rate is to enter the rate information, and this rate info page is practically identical to the rate info page for plan rates. Just like with plan rates, we need to give our dynamic rate a code and a description, as well as specify the market segment and the accounting code this rate will post to. We also have the option to hide the rate from guests by marking it as confidential. And if a rate is no longer being used, it can be inactivated. This rate is commissionable at 10%, so I'll set that up here. The default US dollar currency setting is correct, so we can skip over that. And there are no minimum or maximum stay restrictions on this rate. If your hotel uses the Rate Tiers feature, you might be wondering why that section is missing. Because this rate is discounted from another rate, the discount will reflect the tier that's already in effect on the base rate. There's no need to set up any tiers here. Let's save what we have so far. Then move on to the Add Edit Rates page. Instead of selecting room types and entering rates, all we need to do is tell CloudPM how much to take off our base rate here in the Rate Adjustment section. We can choose between either a percentage or a specific amount. Did you notice this radio button? That's right. We can also have rates that add instead of discount. For example, you could use increase for rates that include a value-added service or a bonus loyalty points promotion. After this is complete, you can preview your new rate from the Display Rates grid. First, pick a season from the drop-down, then click View Unadjusted Rates to see the base rate, or View Dynamic Rates to see the rates after the adjustment. If this is what you want, click the ribbon bar's Save button. Your new dynamic rate is ready to go. To learn more about CloudPM's rate management features, watch our videos on Day of Week, Day of Stay and Extended Stay rates, rate tiers, booking rules, and the Daily Rate Manager. Thank you for taking the time to view this video. Please feel free to contact your account manager or our customer support center for additional questions.